Well, the first thing I want to say is y'all already know Brother Larry does not attack black women. So don't even let your mind take you there. This sister makes videos. And when you make videos and you post them on YouTube and you express your opinions about social concerns and you enter into the public arena, into the community conversation, so to speak, well, then you might get a reply. Now, Brother Larry encountered this young lady's video, and let me just let her tell you what she's talking about.
I'm going to speak about the black man and the white woman, or film. But I'm going to speak about the black man and the white woman.
Now, normally, I would have heard that, listened to the video, and just kept it moving. But she goes on to say that she's dealing with a Mexican, that she's married to a Mexican, right? And then she kind of, does that side of the mouth coon nation type, only on paper, you know what I'm saying? The point of my video post is that I very rarely hear sisters talk about black men and white women. I mean, I know they do. I mean, I've heard it before, but you don't really see videos about that, right? So I was working on a beat and I turned on YouTube to check on the beat that I uploaded yesterday, and this video was there, so I clicked on it. I wanted to see what she was going to say. She had these big ass sunglasses on, right? I figured, she would be saying something, but she's talking about that, right? And from the video, she was in a store and she encountered a brother with a white chick, and brother man was acting like all that, you know what I mean? And she took offense probably because, you know what I'm saying? People, when you fronting and, now I mean, you might not be looking your best at that moment, and somebody might try to front on you, so she got offended. She got in the car, she made this video. And I think it's hilarious, right? And some of you might not think it's hilarious, right? But for those of you who understand, right? This chick is like releasing some emotion here. And at the same time, she got a Mexican. She don't even got a black man. That's what's killing me. And she talking about you getting our leftovers, our throwaways, our rejects, and the black dudes is getting the rejects and the throwaways from the white community, right? I really got to tell you, right? Brother Larry, and this might rub some of y'all the wrong way, right? I don't give a shit if you like white women. That's your business. You understand? I only care about that when your public persona is, you a militant, like ultra conservative black power member, and then you sneaking around with white women. See, I got a problem with that. But if that's not where you're coming from, you understand? Why would I care? Why would anybody care? I mean, really, when you're dealing with your own life, right? And you have your own issues. Now, when you're trying to put a structured community together, and this is not what the quote unquote conscious community is trying to do. The conscious community is not trying to make a community. You understand? I mean, really, let's be truthful, family, as adults. If you're really trying to make a community, you know that a community needs number one, an infrastructure. In order to have the infrastructure, you need the land. And I'm not off in a fantasy, right? I understand where brothers are coming from, like Brother Polite when he's saying buy land. And I understand where brothers are coming from, like Dr. Anderson, Dr. Claude Anderson, right? But what Brother Larry is saying is where we are right now, all of the businesses that we patronize, right? We could stop patronizing those businesses and take the land where we are. How? Because if we don't patronize the businesses, they won't stay. If they can't pay their rent, they won't stay. They'll leave. You can take them over. You understand? The landlord really doesn't care who occupies the business. And they'll even sell you the property if you have the money. And you could pool your resources and actually take over the areas where you are. But it has to be something that you're consciously thinking about. And people are not consciously thinking about that. They're not. They're absolutely not. They're off into some goddamn fantasy about ancient Egypt. And yes, Brother Larry said fantasy about ancient Egypt because that's 5,000 damn years ago. And to tell you the truth, if you want to see how unrealistic that is, have a conversation with someone about something that happened 200 years ago, 100 years ago, and see how much they know about that. They know absolutely nothing about things that happened 50 years ago. But at the same time, they want to tell you about things that happened 5,000 years ago. You understand? Brother Larry's concerned about the here and now. And while I studied history, the reason I studied history was to center myself in the present, to have a clear understanding of how I came to be in the position that I am in the United States of America as a black man. And when I say black, I do not mean like your boot shoe color black. Let's not play games. We're adults. You already know, Brother Larry means diametric opposition. Now, back to the sister in this video. I mean, it behooves me because when I look around at the society, I see sisters holding white man's hands. I see brothers holding white women's hands. I see Hispanic and black couples. I see people from everywhere. You understand? And at the same time, I see their children. And I have to reference history in this regard. Because for you ultra like Moorish type brothers, right? And this is not to pick on the Moors, right? But I fail to see how you brothers is bragging about what the Moors did in Spain, because what the Moors did in Spain was had white women. And for you historical brothers, you militant brothers, bragging about what Hannibal did in Italy, what Hannibal did in Italy was put a whole lot of black blood in a whole lot of white women. You understand? Now, these are historical facts. the fact that in present day America,